Now let's look at the prompt for the JavaScript demo project 4, where we're going to build a multiplication table generator. So what it is basically a web page that generates a multiplication table using the inputs given by the user. So the user provides the page, the number of rows in the table, and the number for which to generate the multiplication table. So they give these two numbers, and using these we're going to build a multiplication table for that number with these many rows. So let's see what this will look like when it's done. So this is the multiplication table generator, and it says multiplication table generator, build your own custom multiplication table. Please enter the number for which you would like to build the multiplication table. So I want to have a multiplication table for 9. I'm going to save it. Please enter the number of rows for the table, and I want to have 15 rows and save the row count. And it says your custom multiplication table of 9 with 15 rows is generated. So it's giving me a multiplication table. 9 times 1 is 1, 9 times 2 is 18, 9 times 3 is 27, like this all the way up to 15. This is a very clean implementation of the multiplication table generator, and if you can click on the reset button, go all the way back and then do it for another number. So let's say 3. This time I want to go 250 rows, and it's giving me a 250 row multiplication table for the number 3. So yeah, so this is the power of programming. You can generate a lot of things in a really small time using the right code. So this is your challenge. Using everything that you've learned so far, you're going to create a multiplication table that takes in the user input for two numbers in different stages. So just like we did for JavaScript project 3, you're going to do this in stages. In the first stage, we're getting the number that we need to build the table for. And the second stage, we're getting the number of rows for that table. In the third stage, we're going to show this table like this, and you should also include a reset button at the very end, which will take them back to the initial stage. So this is your challenge. Now let's look at the requirements in detail. So this project requires 3 stages. Okay, the first stage is where you ask the user to enter the number for which the table has to be generated. In the second stage, we're asking them number of rows for the table, and in the third stage, we are showing them the table that we generated programmatically. Now we also need to have a reset button on the third stage so that they can go back to the first step when they click on that reset button. And then you need to also add custom styling to decorate your page. So you can see that I've added some background color here, and then background color for here, and you can see the font is styled and it's all center of the page instead of on the left side. And you can also see that the table itself has a certain background color. So like this is just an example. You don't have to use the same colors or the same features, but you need to have custom styling implemented for your page. And also make sure that the code that you're writing is clean and well organized and has comments explaining the thought process that involved in your steps and what each section of your code is doing. So this is also a very important part of the entire process. Hope this is clear. All the best.